We all have this voice inside us. It's a quiet whisper that often goes unnoticed, yet it has the power to shape our thoughts and actions in profound ways. It whispers doubts, questions our abilities, and makes us second-guess ourselves. This voice can be relentless, echoing in our minds during moments of vulnerability and uncertainty. It can make us feel small, inadequate, and unworthy of our aspirations. This, my friends, is the ever-present shadow of self-doubt. Self-doubt is a universal human experience, a feeling of uncertainty that can hold us back from pursuing our dreams and living our lives to the fullest. It can manifest in various forms, from a fleeting thought to a persistent inner critic. But here's the good news. Self-doubt doesn't have to define us. It doesn't have to be the final word on our case. We have the power to challenge and overcome it. By understanding its origins, challenging its grip, and cultivating self-compassion, we can step out of its shadow and into the light of our true potential. Journaling can be a powerful tool in this journey. By putting our thoughts on paper, we can gain clarity and perspective. We can identify the patterns of our self-doubt and begin to understand where it comes from. We can then challenge these thoughts, questioning their validity and replacing them with more empowering beliefs. This is not an overnight transformation, but a gradual process of reprogramming our minds. This journey starts with acknowledging that it's okay to have doubts. It's a natural part of being human. It's what we do with them that truly matters. Instead of letting self-doubt paralyze us, we can choose to see it as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. By embracing our imperfections and practicing self-acceptance, we can transform self-doubt into a catalyst for positive change. This means being kind to ourselves, recognizing our strengths, and celebrating our progress, no matter how small. Each step we take, no matter how small, is a victory. Each challenge we face is an opportunity to learn and grow. By shifting our perspective, we can turn self-doubt into a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Embracing our flaws and imperfections is a crucial part of this journey. It's about understanding that we are all works in progress, and that's perfectly okay. Our imperfections make us unique, and challenges as opportunities to prove to ourselves that we are capable and resilient. Each time we face a challenge head-on, we build our confidence and reinforce our belief in our abilities. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. We all experience self-doubt at different points in our lives. By sharing our experiences and supporting each other, we can create a community of encouragement and empowerment. Together, let's explore the path to overcoming self-doubt and unlock the confidence that resides within each of us. Let's embrace the shadows of doubt, not as a hindrance, but as a stepping stone to our true potential. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. Let's walk this path together, hand in hand, towards a brighter, more confident future. Self-doubt is that nagging voice in the back of your mind that questions your abilities, worthiness, and judgment. It's that persistent whisper that makes you second-guess your decisions and doubt your potential. This voice can be so subtle that you might not even realize it's there, or it can be so loud that it drowns out all other thoughts. It's a lack of confidence in oneself and one's capabilities, often accompanied by feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. This lack of confidence can stem from past experiences, societal pressures, or even comparisons with others. When we constantly compare ourselves to others, we often feel like we fall short, which only fuels our self-doubt. Self-doubt can manifest in various ways, from subtle whispers of uncertainty to crippling fear and anxiety. It can show up as hesitation before making a decision, or as a paralyzing fear that stops us from taking any action at all. These manifestations can affect our personal and professional lives, making it difficult to move forward. It can prevent us from taking risks, pursuing our passions, and forming meaningful connections with others. When we doubt ourselves, we are less likely to step out of our comfort zones and try new things. This can lead to missed opportunities and unfulfilled potential. Self-doubt tells us we're not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough to achieve our goals. This negative self-talk can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, where our lack of belief in ourselves leads to actions that reinforce our doubts. It's a vicious cycle that can be hard to break. It can keep us stuck in a cycle of procrastination and self-sabotage, preventing us from reaching our full potential. When we doubt our abilities, we might put off important tasks or avoid challenges altogether. This procrastination can lead to feelings of guilt and further erode our self-esteem. Understanding the nature of self-doubt is the first step in overcoming its grip. By recognizing the patterns and triggers of our self-doubt, we can begin to challenge and change our negative thought processes. Building self-awareness and practicing self-compassion are crucial steps in this journey. Remember, everyone experiences self-doubt at some point, but it doesn't have to define us. With effort and perseverance, we can learn to quiet that nagging voice and move forward with confidence.
Self-doubt is something I've faced almost every day, especially at work. There are moments when I question if I'm really capable of handling the responsibilities given to me. Sometimes I feel like an imposter, like I'm just pretending to be competent. It's a constant battle in my mind, wondering if I'm good enough or if everyone else is just better. But over time, I've learned to recognize these thoughts and challenge them. Instead of letting them control me, I remind myself of my achievements and the positive feedback I've received. It's not easy, but acknowledging my self-doubt and confronting it head-on has made a huge difference in my confidence.
Self-doubt often stems from early experiences and the messages we receive from those around us. These early interactions can significantly shape our self-esteem and confidence. When we are young, we are like sponges, absorbing the words and actions of those we look up to. Encouragement and support can build a strong foundation, but the absence of these positive reinforcements can lead to a shaky sense of self. It can be rooted in childhood, where critical or unsupportive environments shape our self-perception. For instance, a child who constantly faces criticism, believing they are not good enough. On the other hand, constructive feedback, when delivered with care, can help a child grow and learn without damaging their self-worth. Negative feedback, comparisons, and unrealistic expectations can all contribute to the development of self-doubt. When we compare ourselves to others, we often focus on our perceived shortcomings rather than our strengths. This can create a cycle of self-criticism and doubt. Unrealistic expectations, whether from ourselves or others, can also set us up for failure, reinforcing the belief that we are not capable or worthy. Additionally, societal pressures and cultural norms play a significant role in how we view ourselves. Society often sets standards for success, beauty. Pressures can make us feel inadequate and fuel our self-doubt. Breaking free from these norms and defining self-confidence. Understanding these origins is crucial because it allows us to address the underlying causes of our self-doubt. Reflecting on our past experiences can help us identify the moments and messages that have shaped our self-perception. This self-awareness is the first step towards healing and growth. By identifying these roots, we can begin to challenge and reframe the negative beliefs that hold us back. This process involves questioning the validity of these beliefs and replacing them with more positive and empowering thoughts. It's about taking control of our narrative and choosing to see ourselves in a more compassionate and realistic light. It's a process of self-discovery that requires patience and compassion, but it ultimately leads to greater self-awareness and resilience. Meditation, journaling, and therapy are some of the tools that can aid in this journey. Overcoming self-doubt is not about eliminating it entirely, but learning to manage it and not let it dictate our actions. With time and effort, we can build a stronger, more confident self.
You know, I used to have this constant voice in my head telling me I wasn't good enough. It was like no matter what I did, it was never enough. But then I realized it's just a part of me that's scared. And well, understanding that really helped me to start changing the conversation.
Alright, so let's talk about some strategies for transforming that self-doubt. First, it's super important to recognize when that negative self-talk starts creeping in. Catching it early can make all the difference. Next, try to challenge those thoughts. Ask yourself, is this really true? More often than not, you'll find that it's not. And finally, surround yourself with positivity. Whether it's through supportive friends, uplifting books, or even just daily affirmations, keeping a positive environment can help shift your mindset.
You know, there was a time when self-doubt almost paralyzed me, but then I realized it's like a wound. You need to care for it, give it time to heal, and eventually it does. It's not easy, but it's possible.
I remember the first time I overcame a small challenge. It felt like setting sail on a new adventure. Each small victory built my confidence, and slowly, the self-doubt started to fade. It's amazing how those little wins can make such a big difference.
Overcoming self-doubt is definitely a journey, not a destination. It's something you work on every day. Some days are harder than others, but with each step, you grow stronger and more resilient. It's all about progress, not perfection.
Remember, you are not alone in this. Everyone at some point faces self-doubt. It's a shared human experience. By reaching out, sharing your story, and seeking support, you can find strength in the community around you. Together, we can overcome self-doubt